Hello and welcome to Streams, brought to you by Good News Broadcasting. This is the podcast where we review and critique popular TV shows and movies on our streaming platforms and explore their themes to see how they may align or conflict with scripture so you can watch with wisdom. I'm Eamonn and today I'm joined by Tom as per usual.
Hello.
What's occurred?
Haven't we been through this before?
We have, yeah.
Yeah, Christmas. But maybe people need to know I'm a bit of a Scrooge.
Well, I was going to say that afterwards.
And a bit of a, what's the other one?
Grinch.
Yeah, so it was a mix between a Grinch and a Scrooge.
Well,
so that's why we had to bring someone else in to
that's
be
true,
like Christmas.
because I'm also like that. I hate Christmas. I think it's boring.
I don't like hate is a strong word.
If I could skip Christmas, I would.
But what about Jesus?
Yeah, obviously, but Jesus wasn't born on 25th of December, was he?
No, I didn't say he was, but like we remember him.
Do we,
at that
though?
time.
Do we? Do we really?
Oh.
It's already getting deeper. I haven't even said
You haven't even
hi.
introduced the other
Yeah,
guest.
and Camila's also here, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
What's occurring?
Christmas, I guess.
There we go. There we go.
Are you a fan?
I am a fan of Christmas, of all the jingles and bells.
The jingles and the bells.
That's at the top of your list of things. The jingle
No,
and the bells.
love Christmas. I love all things Christmassy, decorations and all that.
When did you start putting up your decorations?
November. Yeah.
That is outrageous.
I'm that person.
That's
yeah.
fairly normal, though, I think. I think post-Halloween, that's fairly common. Pre-Halloween, you're a maniac.
I think it's a new thing, though. I think that's
Do you
because
think?
of like TikTok. And so like my middle child, Grace, absolutely loves it. And it's because she's seen stuff on Instagram of people putting stuff out and going to the Christmas markets on the first day and that kind of stuff. So I wonder if that's it, is that I don't remember as a kid people putting stuff out in November.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember it either, to be honest. I don't think my family would put anything for Christmas until like 2 weeks before. And I always thought it was so sad, you know, because Christmas is so sick.
I'd put up earlier because I can't be bothered with the effort of taking it out of the loft, getting it all sorted, putting it up, and then 2 weeks later I have to take it down
have to
again. That
take
would
it
annoy
down.
me.
You can't have felt Christmassy when you did it, though.
No, I don't feel Christmassy because I don't care.
So why bother doing it at all?
Well, you got to do it for the people, aren't you? You got to do it for the people.
Christmas trees like banned in the Bible, innit? So
And kids love it. Right.
come on, let's do it.
No,
Let's
we're
do it. As if you could just move past that.
We're not doing
you.
that.
I just set you up an alley.
It just isn't true. It just isn't true.
Jeremiah 10.
I read Jeremiah 10. and it's
What
just
did he
not-
tell you?
It's not true.
Okay.
It's not about Christmas trees at Christmas.
In Portugal, what happens? Is there any different Christmas celebrations? What would we expect if we went to Portugal Christmas markets?
Yeah, to be fair, I was talking to my husband about it because I have never been to a Christmas market in Portugal. I know,
Whoa.
shame. I know, it's bad. But apparently we've got really good ones. I think the main difference between Christmas in Portugal and Christmas here is that Christmas in Portugal is very family oriented. So it's like a lot of festivities related to family, so a lot of celebrations. So, for example, on the 25th, you'll open your presents and you have like dinner. But on the 24th is the big day, is the day where the whole family
Christmas
gets
Eve?
together. Yeah.
Okay.
So Christmas Eve is our Christmas, really. Like that's the day you actually spend together and all that. So, yeah, that's the celebrations are around family, around food and.
Do you think we're
eating.
not about family?
Well, it's about Jesus, isn't it? That's what it should be like.
Yeah.
Should be.
That's
Is
what
it
it
though?
should be.
Is it though?
No, probably not.
I feel like streams
think
has gone
most
astray,
people-
really. I feel like we're not talking about films, we're talking about Jesus. But that's good. Let's
We should be talking about films and Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We are talking about Christmas films, and we thought rather than just reviewing one Christmas film, we'd all come with our 3 favourite Christmas films and then talk about one. And so we did record this a couple of weeks back, but the recording was horrendous. And so we did have Mel with us as well. And so ultimately she's not here today. So I'll tell you what her 3 Christmas films were, and we can start there.
That's
Okay.
a good idea.
So Mel's 3 Christmas films were Nativity, Danger in the Manger,
That's a bop.
The Nativity Story, which I had not heard of, but it's just a telling of the Nativity, and A Christmas Carol.
And did she say it was the animated one or not? I think it was with Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I think she said.
So
it
more
was
recent.
limited.
Yes, more recent.
Which is like not to say dark, but it is like it's weird because you can see it's Jim Carrey, but it's not him. as
I've
Scrooge.
not seen that film.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's very true to the original.
I'm a Muppets Christmas Carol kind of guy.
Yeah, I want to be angry at you, but it's
You can't. It's the Muppets.
It's fine.
It's goated. The Muppets make everything better.
I like the guys at the start with the chains. That's me.
Oh, yeah.
What are they called?
I have no idea.
I just think that's
I wouldn't say
well
I'm a
done.
Muppets fan. I'm sat home watching the Muppets all day, every day.
But it's like your favourite Christmas film.
Yeah, it's up there, yeah.
Is it in your 3?
No.
Oh.
Because Mel was put it in her 3, so I didn't want to do the same thing. Because it's the exact same story, isn't it? Just Muppets version.
Yeah.
So I put another 3. But yeah, it's goated. Nativity 2 as well. Danger in the Manger. I said this on the last recording, saying again, I had it confirmed this time that Camila and I know someone who was in it.
Yeah, and I had no idea when we were recording last time, and it was a revelation for me.
Wow,
Do you
a
know-
revelation. Steep that.
So who was
a
it?
revelation.
His name's Noah Link,
Yeah.
bass player. Very good bass player.
Yep.
Musician, professional. And he was in the Evil Boys choir.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So those are Mel's 3 films. Fairly common Christmas Carol, classic, innit? There's like a million versions of it. Everyone's seen it. You've seen some version, haven't you? So you understand what the story is. Nativity Danger in the Manger is a bit rogue for me. Never seen it. And it sounds really weird.
But you will do very soon, as you've got kids. Have you got a kid? So it's going to
A
happen.
singular kid, unless there's a sequel one I don't know about.
The baby. So in a couple of years, this is going to be your life.
Well, we'll
Enjoy.
see about that. I might do a no TV household. Camila, why don't you say what your 3 films were?
Okay,
What do you
so
pick?
I think I spoke a little bit about this one last year, but one of my top ones is The Grinch, the animated version of
Rubbish.
2018. I think is the best version.
Rubbish.
Is a bop.
It's not.
It is a
Good
bop.
choice.
But the
It's a
classic
great
is the
film.
classic, innit? It's
No,
Jim
but
Carrey,
this
it's
one
the
is
classic.
better. This one's better.
It's not animated stuff is not better than
And I
normal
think
stuff.
it's a lot less scary. Don't you think The Grinch is a bit
No.
scary, the original one?
No.
My kids find it scary.
I could understand kids finding him a little bit freaky.
Yeah.
To be fair.
So I think the original Grinch is more for like older kids, I think.
No, I'm not having it.
But the animated version, the newer one, I think is for younger ones. My kids love it. It's got music and all that. And they love that little,
thing.
Rubbish.
Well, it's not rubbish. My second one is The Holiday. Classic, right? Romantic kind of comedy, isn't it?
A rom-com, which
Yeah,
Eamonn is
rom-com.
famous for enjoying.
It's so bad. Oh, I honestly, I hate rom-coms in general, but The Holiday, I just despise.
Oh, no, it's good. And I used to love it ever since I was a teenager. Just because it's like, the American accent, British accent. I just loved all of that. So it's just, and it was a rom-com. So, teenagers love, girl teenagers.
What I don't understand, right? I don't know if there's something in the curse that Adam and Eve received, but girls all love rom-coms and guys all hate rom-coms. So I don't know if there's something in there. Maybe you have to go to like the
You've
message
read
translation.
Genesis 3. I don't think it's in there. Do you know what I mean?
It's not there.
Women wouldn't see that as a curse. It was like a blessing. That's like we love rom-coms.
Yeah, but I guess it's like child pain in childbirth, isn't it? That's part of the curse, but some women enjoy that.
You're comparing The Holiday to giving birth. That shows how much you think this film is terrible. It's
Does
on...
it hurt that much?
Yeah. He's sat next to his wife. Oh, the film's on again. Oh. That was me pretending labour pains. The Holiday is always played in my house every year because my daughters and my wife love it. Yeah, my older two.
It's a good one. Anyway, my third one, which is, I guess, is the one that I'll talk about later, but is The Last Holiday.
See, this one I don't mind.
Why not?
That's praise. I think he's saying it's all right. He doesn't mind it.
So it's like a comedy, but it's got a little bit of romance there, but it's about friendships and So
You see,
it's a good
normally
story.
when a film's all about friendships, I just turn off. I hate Moana because in the end it's all about let's all be friends, and you've been misunderstood this whole time.
You've misunderstood because you're not saying it right.
What?
What do you think it's called?
Moana?
What's it called?
Moana.
We're literally saying the same thing. It's an accent thing. Moana.
Why are you saying it like that?
Moana.
Okay.
But it's like Moana. Usually for films about friendship, like Moana,
But think
I'm out. I hate it.
Help me,
But
Lord.
this Last Holiday I quite enjoyed.
about every film that's a rom-com or about friendship. You haven't got many films left after that.
What other films are about friendship?
Every other film
That's
is
not
either
true.
it's either
It's
No,
all
about
about killing the
romance.
bad
No.
guy, destroying the ring, Harry Plopper.
who?
You know what I mean? It's just
With who? Was it Harry on his own?
no, but that's the core of the film, and not the end. Is like, oh, let's all be friends. Oh, we got to defeat
Was
the
it
bad guy.
Iron Man
Yeah,
on
but
his own?
The Last
Like,
Holiday
I don't-
has all of that at the end.
No, but the whole thing is just about like friendship and living your life and YOLO and all that stuff.
It is. It is about that. But it does have, at the end, it's like everyone is friends again and people love each other.
Yeah, but that's
and
what
she
I'm saying.
finds the love of her life.
But
and
my whole
all
point is
kind
that
of stuff.
usually I would hate that type of film, but because
You
of the
don't mind this
film,
one?
I don't mind that one, and I don't know why that is, but I just do.
I think it's just a really funny film.
It's all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, what are your 3 films?
Number 3, Home Alone 2.
Sucks.
Number
No,
2,
it doesn't.
Home Alone 1.
Sucks.
Number 1, It's a Wonderful Life.
I was
Sucks.
gonna say, is there any more Home Alone?
I know.
you wanna get
Oh.
The other
put
Home
in
Alones
there?
are terrible. So that's it.
No, I'll agree with what you're saying there. The other Home Alones are much worse than those 2 Home Alones, but those 2 Home Alones are overrated.
No, they're
How
good.
How could you say that?
It's like classic of
But
Christmas.
this is my point, though.
Eamonn,
This is
Eamonn.
my point.
Who hurt you? Who left you at home on your own?
At Christmas.
But this is my point. You're saying it's a classic.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is propaganda, isn't it? Someone's made it a classic, and therefore it just is good, which is not the case.
No,
if you
it-
properly critique the film without it being a classic, then you'll see that it's rubbish. It's like It's a Wonderful Life. Everyone talks about it as if like it's this classic film. It was made in the 1950s or whatever else. Oh, amazing! It was ahead of its time. It is rubbish. It just is.
But I wouldn't put A Wonderful Life on the same level as Home Alone.
But why is Home Alone
is-
so good?
It's slapstick. It's funny. Yeah, it's just very, very funny. It can have me crying with laughter even in my 40s.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's why my girls like me to watch it, because I don't find most of the stuff that they watch particularly funny. But just the scenes, the end scene, the last kind of, the end of the first film, second film, where it all just goes, all the plan comes to fruition. I love it. And
I think super
I remember
funny.
watching it as a kid, and so obviously it's nostalgic for me as well, but my kids love it as well. In fact, a couple of years ago, we went to the cinema to watch the Home Alone
Like a
2.
re-release?
Yeah,
Interesting.
at the cinema, and it was even better because on the big screen.
Yeah. I'd like to see it on the big screen. I think it would be good.
I
like
watched
classic.
Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith on the big screen, 20th anniversary. Changed my life.
Wow.
Where-
That's a big
recently?
statement.
Yeah, recently.
Okay.
It was last year, this kind of like May.
I do like cinema because my family all want to go and see Wicked, the second one,
Oh.
and I'm not a fan of that. But apparently, it's good to see it at cinema. But we had the whole cinema discussion, didn't we, previously, about whether we should see films at the cinema because it's kind of fallen out of fashion in some ways.
Yeah,
because
certain
of-
films I think are great in the cinema. So like if you're watching like an Avatar type film or like a film that's made specifically for cinema, maybe like an IMAX film or something, then I think it's worth going to the cinema. But some films, I think you could just put it straight on
Pointless, yeah.
Netflix and I'll be happy.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Like Wonderful Life for me, I think is just
Have you watched
rubbish.
it?
I have. I watched it in Bible school. And Bible school at Christmas, the last day before we broke up for Christmas, we all walked in and basically the principal set up all these like sofas and chairs and popcorn and sweets and stuff. And he was like, we're not going to have any class today, but what I want you to do, I want you to watch this film. It's a classic, and kind of really revved it up.
What did I?
So I was like, this sounds good. And then I watched it and I was like, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen
Let
in
me
my life.
guess. You judged it 5 seconds in when you saw it was black and white.
100%.
That's
100%.
some of the best films ever in black and white. How
I
can
just,
you
I
write
just
off a
disagree with
whole-
that. I 100% disagree with that.
Why?
Is it no? Because it's like footballers, right? Okay, because people talk about like players like Pele as the greatest player of all time. The guy's not the greatest player of all time. If you watch football from the 1960s, it's the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. It's like watching 7-year-olds play on a Saturday afternoon. That's how bad it is. During his time, it was a revolution, you know what I mean, in
Yeah,
football. But like now, compared to now standards, he wouldn't even get in any team. It's the same thing with these films. They were good in their period, good in their time, sure, but now they are genuinely rubbish. But because they're a classic, we all have to enjoy them and like them.
No, I think it doesn't matter whether it's colour in it or not, whether it was released today or 50 years ago. It is a very good film. It's very well done. A lot of the black and white films that I've seen have actually been better than stuff today. And if you took your classic Marvel junk and just turned it black and white, well, you'd still like it.
That's not true whatsoever. Because why do I want to watch something in black and white? My life's not in black and white. I'm not. This is not the old covenant, man. I'm in new covenant.
Wow.
I'm born
I
again.
don't particularly enjoy black and white films and like really old films.
Yeah.
And like I feel like the same experience for me when my mum's like, you need to watch this film because it's a classic and it's like one of the best films ever, and this actor is like the best actor there's ever been. And I'm just like, 5 seconds in, I'm like, you've lost me. Just
Aw.
because black and white, I'm lost now.
I've
you know?
got a claim to fame, but it won't mean anything to you guys who don't watch black and white films.
Come on, give it us.
So there is an old actor, Cary Grant. Let me find a picture, and you can see if you recognise him.
No idea.
Never seen that man before.
You
no.
two are so uncultured.
What's he in?
To Catch a Thief,
Nope.
North by Northwest,
Nope.
Charade,
Nope.
Notorious,
Nope.
An Affair to Remember,
Nope.
The Bishop's Wife.
Nope. Is he the bishop's wife? Hey.
I haven't watched that one. Operation Petticoat, Houseboat, A Suspicion, Holiday. There's so many.
Right, so what's your claim to fame with this guy then?
So he was my grandma's cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've got a claim to fame. That's a good one. Christian.
No,
one.
you've already done yours.
Corrie Ten Boom.
No way.
That's my grandma's cousin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That just trumps everything.
I know.
You just won.
That's exactly why I said it.
Oh, well, I've got no famous
Nothing.
people in
Wow.
my family.
There you go.
Sorry,
You
guys.
just kept that in your
I've
pocket.
said that.
didn't you?
I've said that multiple times. You just keep forgetting.
Right. Obviously, I haven't stuck
There
with
you
me.
go. All the Christian punters there listening to this, they'll be like, "Oh yeah."
You've just gone up
I
in
know,
their estimation.
I know.
You're just like from royalty, Christian royalty.
I know.
Although we're all royalty, aren't we?
Yay.
Well,
Sounds very old covenant of you.
no.
I'm in the new
we're,
covenant,
we're
man.
a royal priesthood, I guess. Yeah. Right. Anyway, my 3 films are Klaus.
Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I like that one.
I saw that last year. Yeah, it was okay.
Animated film on Netflix, won loads of awards. Happy days.
Nicely animated.
Yeah.
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 Different.
And my other 2 are Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
No. Those are not Christmas films. Are they?
And you put both of them together thinking you could get away with it. It's like, here's a package deal. That's not Christmas films, so you fail.
No, it's Christmas. Films I watch at Christmas.
That isn't a Christmas film.
Yeah, but I
Right.
don't watch Christmas films because I think Christmas films are rubbish.
Although Harry Potter does have one of the films, it does have a little bit of Christmas there.
There you go.
Which one?
I can't remember.
It's Goblet of Fire.
Is it?
It's Goblet of Fire because all the other schools come and they have like a winter ball.
That's it.
And Ron didn't ask Hermione. Hermione fancies Ron. Ron fancies Hermione. But Ron didn't ask Hermione to the ball. So some other one asks Hermione to the ball. And then Ron gets jealous. And then Hermione's like, what are you doing, mate? You didn't ask me to the ball, you melt. You should have asked me.
You just say he doesn't like rom-coms, but that's the thing.
That was literally
That
going
he's-
through my mind. You've just been caught out.
No,
You
it's
love
not.
it. A little bit of rom-com.
That's the only winter scene in all the films.
It's not about the winter. You were very passionately described a
Yeah.
rom-com scene
Yeah,
with real
pretty much,
zeal.
yeah,
You
pretty
were like,
much.
oh, and then this, and then Ron, and then that. I
I
saw
can
you come alive. I saw you come alive.
Listen, I control the edit. So
This better make it. This better make it to the program. You
There
need
you
to be
go.
named and shamed. You grew up with them, I guess.
good films. They're very watchable. I think Lord of the Rings is unbelievable, especially the extended editions.
I agree, but you need to take like a day off work to watch one. of
Yeah, I
them.
mean they're all about 4.5 hours long, and so if you're watching all 3, you're going to be there all day.
Would you watch them more than once? Like I've watched all of them, and I've watched the director's cut, but I don't feel particularly like I need to watch them again.
No,
They're not
I
like a-
watched it multiple times. Yeah, because I think for me, like I like the genres of like fantasy
Yeah.
and like all a bit kind of wild and
Have
crazy.
you read the books?
Nope.
Get out.
It's one of the things I do want to get to, but I feel a bit tainted because I've already watched the films.
I agree with that.
I prefer to read a book before watching the films.
100%.
But, yeah,
I never got into Lord of the Rings, I'm not going to lie.
Just
I
go
do
with-
like the fantasy style and all that, but
I
I
bet your
just
husband loves 'em.
never got into it. No, I don't think he
Oh.
loves
did
I
you
don't
enjoy
know.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, really
Yeah,
like Game of Thrones.
was good. There's a new one coming out.
Yeah. Ooh.
Game of- I want to say something bad, but I haven't watched any of it to know. So
It is good. It is good. They need to make more fantasy genre type stuff.
Again, I'd heard something that when they were based on the books, they were excellent, and now they've overtaken the books.
Yeah.
they're naff.
So basically, season 5, I think, was the cutoff from when the books was kind of stopped. And then afterwards, the writers, they agreed to carry on and basically just do their own story. But the problem was they got hired by Disney to do 3 Star Wars films. And so they were like, we want to wrap this up quick to do the Star Wars films. And so they basically wrapped up the whole story really quickly. But if you watch Game of Thrones, you know it's all these kind of complex storylines and really drawn out characters who kind of
Yeah.
change a lot. And then all of a sudden it was just quickly all just kind of put together in one final season, and it just sucked, and the ending was terrible. Everybody
The ending
absolutely
was
hated it.
terrible, yeah.
And then the guys who wrote it then were getting fired from the Star Wars stuff. And so they never actually made the Star Wars films. And so they could have actually done it all along. But the one film out of those 3, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Klaus, that has got some biblical Christian themes in it is definitely Klaus. The whole idea is that you've got this town, these 2 conflicting parties, they all hate each other, and they're always in conflict, always fighting, lots of division. So he's this like spoilt child, and he comes up from a very wealthy family and stuff, and he's sent there to basically kind of get his act in order and be the postman. And then he meets this guy, Klaus, who makes toys out of wood, and he starts giving these toys to these children, and it brings everybody together and whatever, and everyone's friends in the end, and it's all happy days. There's lots of unity. not friendship, unity that goes much deeper than friendship.
Oh,
And so,
I see what you did there.
So ultimately, like you kind of see kind of layers of the kind of the gospel throughout there. You kind of see how this kind of character brings these two kind of parties together. Jesus bringing us and God back, reconciling us back to God. But then as well, you also see how there's these two kind of people on different sides, and like us, when before we knew Jesus, we were enemies of God. We were kind of cut off, and then we've been grafted back together with him and stuff. And so I think you see like different aspects of the gospel throughout different parts of the film. And so I think that's why I think it's a good film, and that's why I think it's worth watching.
Fair play.
Yeah.
But what about you, Tom?
For me, A Wonderful Life, I think it's about being rich. He isn't rich. He's suicidal, wonders what is the point of life. And he meets his kind of guardian angel who shows him his life, shows the community he lives in what it would have looked like if he hadn't existed. And he sees actually that he'd been a great blessing to a lot of people. So this guy, George, is very sacrificial, but yeah, comes to the end of his life, thinking about killing himself, doesn't, because he realises that actually he's had a big impact on a lot of people. And so, yeah, this idea of what it means to actually be rich, I think is quite deep. So.
Fair enough.
I guess my film's a bit related with what it means to be rich, because this person in The Last Holiday, she discovers she's got this deadly disease and she's going to die. So she just decides to live a life to the full, spend all her savings, buy all these fancy things, do everything that she had on her bucket list. And then in the end, she kind of realizes that, you know, it's all about your friends and your family and who you've got around you. And she does discover at the end that she doesn't have a disease and she's not going to die. So it's like a complete shift and realizing what really makes you rich in life. But I think the thing that most struck me, which is more related to something about God, is that she's got this little book of possibilities where she before she finds out she's going to die, she writes down everything she ever wants to do, and she hopes one day she'll do it, but she never actually believes that that's going to happen. And then obviously when she finds out she's going to die, she starts to tick off a bucket list. And I think sometimes in God, we do have a little possibilities book as well, like something that we write, or maybe we don't write, maybe it's just in our minds, but something that a list that we've got of things that we want to do for God, and we want to see things happening in our families, in our neighbors, in wherever it is that we want to see in God, but we don't actually ever do anything towards it because we think it's impossible. But actually God makes these things possible by directing us in his ways, and through his word we can make these possibilities a possibility. So yeah, that's the thing that most struck me about the film.
There you go. And so ultimately, if you ever watch any of these films, let us know what you think, because that would be interesting to see what you thought about them, and if you picked up on any of those themes or any of the other themes that may be within these films. But before we finish, is there anything else that anyone wants to say?
Have a very happy Christmas.
Yeah.
No, that's very nice.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And
think about Jesus.
Exactly.
why? Because Christmas is not about Jesus normally.
Exactly.
There we go. My point proven
A
from
lot
the
of the
beginning.
times it's not.
That's
so
a nice cheeky callback to the start of the podcast if you're listening. But ultimately, this might be the final streams.
Oh, so sad.
It may have run its course. We don't know.
What did we do wrong? What did we do wrong?
We'll see what happens in the new year. Anything can change. Anything can happen.
Well, nothing wrong. It's just new seasons in life.
Wow.
Oh,
Very
deep.
prophetic. There we go. But thanks so much for joining us here today on Streams. And if you do watch any of these films, as I said, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And so you can always let us know by sending us an email to info@gnba.net. That's info@gnba.net. And if you have enjoyed this episode, do give it a follow and a like and a comment, whatever it may be, because if we do carry it on, then it does really help get it out there further. But that's all the time that we have for now. So thanks for coming, Tom and Camila.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
And we may see you in the next one.
Later.
Bye.